Alright guys, I'm going to once again show you how ritualistic professional sports are and how they're all blatantly connected by a code. So check out this huge 3 ritual here. Did it for Demar. On January the 3rd, Tage Thompson, seen here in the Love for 3 t-shirt, scored his 3rd goal of the game exactly 3 minutes into 3-on-3 overtime for his 30th goal and 3rd hat-trick of the season. A hat-trick is 3 goals. Okay, it's all synced up. And he did this for the Buffalo Sabres. The Buffalo Sabres dedicated their win tonight to Bulls safety number 3, Damar Hamlin. Can you see how ritualistic it is? I don't believe now for a second that Damar Hamlin had a cardiac arrest. There was a big 33 ritual with that as well, with the player not taking a knee. 33, I just did a live stream today about Argentina winning the World Cup and all the 33s with that, explaining why the World Cup final finished 3-3 before going to penalties. Just wild. And there's that blue and yellow again, that we keep seeing. This logo here, very similar to Skull and Bones. And then we have this. Man United won today in a satanic ritual, guys. They won by 3 goals. The Red Devils can get their 13th win versus Bournemouth, and the game was played on 1-3. The dragon, a symbol for Satan, is found 13 times in Revelation. I show in my World Cup book how big the number 13 is with Satan. Satan is behind all rebellion against God. 13 is big with Man United, as Sir Alex Ferguson won 13 league titles with them. So Man United stayed on 3 draws and 3 losses to Bournemouth. There's your 33. Ten Hag was born on the 33rd day of the year, which is 2-2, February the 2nd. Interesting, because 33 and 22 are both master numbers. Bournemouth got their 10th season loss by losing to Ten Hag's United. The game was 4 weeks and 2 days before Ten Hag's birthday. The beast reigns for 42 months. Satan equals 10. We know Man United's nickname's the Red Devils. Ten Hag got his 18th win with United. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. United advanced to 35 points. We know Messi just won the World Cup at age 35, where Argentina won the 35th all-time World Cup penalty shootout. Satan equals 35. Baphomet equals 35. Ten Hag got his 300th career win. Man United stayed on 2 season draws and 4 losses in the league. Square root of 300 is 24, because 24 times 24 equals 300. This rally misses this, guys. Bournemouth stayed on 4 wins and 4 draws in the league. Stayed on 16 points, because 4 times 4 is 16. So I mentioned 18 and how Ten Hag could get his 18th win with United. And who opens the scoring? Number 18, Casemiro, in Bournemouth's 18th Premier League game of the season. Argentina just won their 18th title after winning the 2022 FIFA World Cup in what was their 18th World Cup appearance. Just know that Messi won the FIFA Youth Championship back in 2005. He was wearing the number 18 jersey. Luke Shaw made it 2-0 after 49 minutes. That 49 again. Revelation equals 49. Antichrist equals 49. Number 10, Rashford. All the 10s in my code. So, of course, number 10 scored after 86 minutes. Argentine Pope Francis turned 86 the day before the 2022 FIFA World Cup final that his beloved Argentina won. He became the Pope 86 days after his birthday. Argentina won the World Cup in 86. And I mentioned all the 44s, with Bournemouth staying on 4 Premier League wins and 4 draws. And I left a comment and I discussed in my live stream how there was no chance I would take Arsenal to win moneyline, and that you should take Newcastle plus 100 double chance. I don't see Arsenal winning, and they didn't. It finished 0-0. Also, when you combine 23, 49 and 86, you get 158. And the Society of Jesus were founded 15-8. And Argentina won the World Cup. They now have 158 all-time World Cup points. It's so coded. And I was talking about thirds in my recent live stream. And look what we have here. Third of world in recession this year. IMF head warns. These 3-worded abbreviations. This is a man. All right? This is a man. George. Not Kristalina, George. A third of the global economy will be in recession this year, the head of the International Monetary Fund has warned. Kristalina Georgieva said 2023 will be tougher than last year as the US, EU and China see their economies slow. It comes as the war in Ukraine, rising prices, higher interest rates and the spread of COVID in China weigh on the global economy. It's just order out of chaos, guys. It's all been pre-planned, all of this. In October, the IMF cut its global economic growth outlook for 2023. I told you that there's going to be a complete economic crash in 2023. I said it a year and a half ago, and they're already telling us it's about to happen. We expect 1/3 of the world economy to be in recession, Ms. Georgieva said on the CBS, 3-worded abbreviation, news program Face the Nation. Even countries that are not in recession, it would feel like recession for hundreds of millions of people, she added. Katrina L., an economist at Moody's Analytics in Sydney, gave the BBC, 3-worded abbreviation, her assessment of the world economy. While our baseline avoids a global recession over the next year, odds of one are uncomfortably high. Europe, however, will not escape recession, and the US is teetering on the verge, she said. Told you this a year and a half ago, that the US is going to get absolutely destroyed, and so is Europe, in particular the UK. The IMF cut its outlook for global economic growth in 2023 in October due to the war in Ukraine, as well as higher interest rates as central banks around the world attempt to rein in rising prices. Reign. The beast reigns for 42 months. Since then, China has scrapped its zero COVID policy and started to reopen its economy, even as coronavirus infections have spread rapidly in the country. Sure they have. Ms. Georgieva warned that China, the world's second largest economy, would face a difficult start to 2023. For the next couple of months, it would be tough for China, and the impact on Chinese growth would be negative. The impact on the region will be negative. The impact on global growth will be negative, she said. I would not want to be living in China, put it that way. The IMF is an international organization with 190 member countries. They work together to try to stabilize the global economy. One of its key roles is to act as an early economic warning system. Ms. Georgieva's comments will be alarming for people around the world, not least in Asia, which endured a difficult year in 2022. Inflation has been steadily rising across the region, largely because of the war in Ukraine, while higher interest rates have also hit households and business. Alright, I'm not going to keep reading this because they're just telling us where the world's going. Look at the state of this. Like, this works. The world is lost at the moment. This is the end times. This is Revelation. It's all playing out. The economy is going to completely crash. There's going to be food shortages. There's going to be mass death. There's going to be energy crisis. There's going to be more wars. Okay? It's all written in the book. Look at them constantly pushing missile attacks. Alright, it's all negative. Everything they report is negative. But again, I discussed heavily the importance of thirds. How Lucifer was cast out of heaven with 33.3% of the angels. A third. Talk about it so often. The golden ratio is all about thirds. People keep asking me, why is there 33 everywhere? You know why now. You know why. It's connected to the golden ratio. It's connected to Lucifer and the angels that were cast out of heaven. We know 33 with Jesus, how sacred that number is. And coronavirus declared a global pandemic on 11/3. 11 times 3 is 33. That's pretty much one of the main excuses for the recession, along with the war. It's comical. I've got friends in Russia and the Ukraine, and they're living their life as normal. So it can't be that bad, can it? So anyways, there we have it. This is insane. All pro sports are coded. All right. It's undeniable. And there's no way man's coding it. And a lot of these players are aware of what's going on, but they don't necessarily have control of what's going on. See, today the Boston Celtics, the number one team in the East, just lost by 33 points to Oklahoma City Thunder, who were 13th in the West. They lose by 33. It's comical that people still believe in all of this. It's because they don't understand the code. I'm sure if you go on Instagram and read the comments, they'll all be, what a coincidence. Wow, that's cool. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, that's so beautiful. Pray for DeMar. All this nonsense. All right? All this nonsense. Buffalo Sabres, guys. And DeMar Hamlin plays for the Buffalo Bills. Enough's enough. I'll just keep exposing it. And for those with eyes to see, they're going to appreciate what I do. And those who don't see this, they're going to be in for one hell of a shock this year with what's about to go down. So anyways, much love. Thanks to everyone who signed up to my website today, purchased my World Cup book, who supports what I do. Because what I do is so much work. There's so much energy that goes into it, day in, day out. And it's very easy to burn out. I keep going and pushing myself because I have that Holy Spirit within me. But people need to see what's going on now. This is a spiritual war, guys, and you need to pick a side. God or Satan. Much love. Take care.